What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another DC Universe Online video. Today I just wanted to share with you my munitions sauce, I guess you can call it, because people are just wondering like, yo, what's the best loadout, blah blah blah. So so how I use munitions is I use a lot of different loadouts depending on the situation. So for instance, you're wondering like, why do I have speed drain and Neo on? Like, what is this guy doing? So the thing I do is I use Gemini on like elite content because you're gonna be getting way more damage using Gemini than you are with like robot and solar artifact for the might buff. You're gonna even get more damage using Gemini more than you would with Grim. Just stuff like that. It just ticks for so much, especially with people standing in your Gemini. But you also have to remember they have to set up your PI. So flat cannon, okay? You know, I made this loadout a long time ago. You know, it's just a classic little boop 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 boop. Okay, and then you know you just clip your stuff together. I don't have any supercharge at the moment, so I apologize for that. But you know, you just picture yourself with some speed drain, like pop, boom, speed drain, yay. But also the thing you gotta remember with speed drain is, let me get my super up actually. Just to show you if I can get it up. Well, I'm just going to keep DPSing with this. I'll just show you the parsers. This is going to be quite a long video, so. It's like your first parse is over 1 million. That's huge. Your first parse is very important because you want that to be high. 1 second. Let me put on the supercharge generator real quick just for you guys. Okay. And then this should build it up pretty quick. There we go. So now you're DPSing. So if the ads are about to die, do not pop a supercharge. That's just a big waste of super, okay? It doesn't make any sense to do that. Alright. So now that you have speed drain, let me go back to my AoE. Okay. So, oh, sorry, I was running scrap. Let me just keep building it. So, you know, you'll be parsing, blah, 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 blah. Just keep going. Classic little loadout. And then you get to a new set of ads. I'm going to wait for another 10-second parse. 1 second. So after chaining it, I'm going to hit it. So you want to be relatively close, just for the damage from speed drain to work. You know, you keep parsing. Okay, and then you saw all those ticks. 1.5 million right there. Just quick burst. So if I can show you how much it did, let's see, scroll up. There's Gemini in here. Gemini. So 18. So right there, you see at the very top all those numbers. So let me do some math real quick. 18,094. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was 144,752 free damage. That's just all free. Right there. So, that's why I like to use Gemini. It's definitely big damage. Alright, so another loadout you can use is from my other video. You know, you just do the classic rotation right here. So this is if you go in with like no supercharge or whatever. This will be the artifact setup right here. So this is just a classic anti-objective munitions loadout right here. This is what you're just gonna want to use, and you're gonna set up your PI, but stuff is gonna sprint targets are gonna be annoying right here because my dom is so high, which sucks. You know, you just clip that that hold range on your multi-net, and it will result in some big heavy clip damage. So again, over 1 million. Oh, that one didn't pull, which is good. Okay, and there you go. So this is pretty much the old loadout that I was using if you don't have any supercharge. Okay. Its average damage is a little bit higher, but you gotta remember Gemini's procs are gonna be a lot. It'll just result in a lot more damage if you use Gemini. So the next loadout I have is for regular content. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffy. So this is just for regular content. So take this out. Take this out. Keep this here. So I'll do this like as we're queuing up and stuff. You know, I'll just go to my loadouts. Put in Dervish right here. I want mini nuke on that last slot. I want this here, and then you want to use Explosion. And there's my Grim on. Yeah, okay, keep Grim. I'm gonna go over to the 3 targets just because it's a lot easier. So what I usually do is I'll run up to the ads. I'll use Chain Gun immediately. I'll Dervish, Explosion, just like this. Okay. And then I don't have the what do you call it? Let me show you actually. I don't have the dashing combos foot mod in. So usually what I like to do is just go to dashing combos, get that real quick, just put it in. There you go. And then you can do the little dashing combo. So you know, you run up to the ads, just like that, get your Grim out, boom. And then back up a little bit, smash, and then smash, just like this. So you want to use Explosion as much as possible with munitions. That's huge. Because Explosion's your big burst of damage. So yeah, this is pretty much your regular content loadout that you're gonna want to use. You know, it does good damage. There you go. 1.2 million on 3 tads. That's good. So those are the 3 loadouts I have for munitions. Now, if you go into an old alert or something like very old, you know, you want to be a super tryhard in there, you don't use AoE. Okay, you're gonna want to continue using your single target. So let's go to my single target stuff. So my single target. So if you saw my like speed feat rotation, you're gonna wonder like, why am I not using the classic clip multi-net with chain gun like this? It's because small package does more damage than chain gun. So do you see how this does like 20s, I guess? Small package in the content will do like 30s to 40s versus like the 25s, maybe 30s from chain gun. It also does 6 hits. So it'll result in a lot more damage. So the loadout I use in current content, so I don't know if that's because of being super buffed. I don't know if that's because the target's debuffed, stuff like that. I'm not sure. So what I like to do is I will do this. Like I'll go into content, I'll use chain gun, see how much that does, and then the small package, see how much that does. And then depending on which one wins, that'll be the loadout I'm gonna use. Whichever one does more damage. So like do like this loadout, just like this. Okay? Very simple. It's nothing special. But for the sparring targets, chain gun will do more damage. Okay? Just like this, you know, very simple, nothing too crazy. You know, I'm not buffed, so I mean my parses are probably gonna be a little low, but that's okay. I would like to get over a 60. That would be kind of awesome. But for the videos and stuff, sparring targets are like, hell no, bro. You're not getting over 60. Okay, I did it. Yeah, 64. Okay. So, not yet, Laura. I'm busy. So the thing is, if you're using this loadout, say on Trigon, Eyeball, Mordrew, because that's what you're gonna want to use it on. When the ads come out, like the eyeballs in what do you call it? Trigon's fight, like the flaming eyeballs or whatever they're called. You're gonna want to use the classic munitions single target loadout, just because chain gun is gonna be doing all that AoE. Okay. Also, this does really good AoE too. Look, over 1 million. Heat vision is still really good for AoE from range. Like it's definitely still viable. There you go. It's pretty much the loadout you want to use. So this is just when the ads come out. You know, ads are all dead, and then you go right back to small package, just for that single target burn. Just like that, okay? There you go. And then, you know, if you're getting super, super, super green spam, you know, you can take off Neo. You can put on Big Gun if you want to. Let me just see if it can crit for you. Show you how much this does. It did not crit. Told you! It doesn't crit. So 313k for a 100% supercharge is utter garbage. That's why I don't like using it. Because if it doesn't crit, it sucks. It's so bad. Another thing you can use for AoE is if you're getting a lot of green spam, you can take off Neo. You can actually, okay. So if you have 100% super going into a raid, just throw on Big Gun, boom. You know, set up the burning for some reason. I like doing that. Hit Big Gun, and then just keep DPSing until the ads are dead, and then just swap back to armory, and then continue DPSing just to get your supers back. But if you're getting more than enough greens in your Neo Venom, you have Neo Venom by the time your cooldown's up. So how do I phrase this? So if your Neo is like 75% full and you still can't use it, then Neo is kind of useless to you because it's a 45-second cooldown for some reason. Just throw in Mounted Turret, because this does really big burst damage and it's an 18-second cooldown. It's also really good for the Gemini just because of how much damage you're throwing into that Gemini. So that's also really good to have. You just got to make sure all the ads are grouped up before you use it, because if not, you're only going to be hitting like 2 targets out of like 6 ads or something like that, which doesn't really result in a lot of damage. So just make sure you do that. Also, what I like to use on my utility belt is a Shadow Snake Turret, just because of how much burst damage it does. So you have to be relatively close. And then let me just burn. Let me just do this. Show you how much damage this guy does. Wait. It does like 400 something, usually. So yeah, that's pretty much the Shadow Snake Turret. Here's Black Objective getting his cameo. Can I help you, sir? So yeah, that's pretty much everything I know about my Munitions DPS. There's really nothing else that I know of that I would ever use. The only thing I would use is say clipping, you know, clip all this together and then just continue your loadout. Stuff like that. You know, that's just gonna result in a stupid amount of damage. Okay. People may remember that from my old video about my munition stuff. There you go, because the orbital does 176k per rank target. So that's everything I know about Munitions DPS. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. Make sure to unsubscribe, dislike the video, and if you are subscribed, turn off notifications. Alright, have a good one.